What is happening, beautiful people?
We are Silke and Kieran, and we're on a little break from our 10-year honeymoon world trip.
And today we are exploring one of the most beautiful cities in Belgium.
The most beautiful city in Belgium.
Let's find out. It's 9 o'clock, so it's still a little bit early, but we can't wait till this place comes to life because right now it's really rustic, as they say.
Rustic means quiet here in Belgium. I'm from Ghent. I'm born here, raised
She
here.
claims she's from Ghent.
And I love this city. It's my favorite. To start our day,
And because it's so chilly,
we're gonna make our way first to the oldest little coffee shop here in Ghent.
yep, I've never been there before. So, what's it called? Mokkabon.
Mokkabon.
Oh, Mokkabon, not Mokkabon. Mokka. You blend in with all the beautiful women here.
Wow, thanks.
Just walking through these streets, there are so many beautiful people here. I think people just have a good style, like they dress well and they're all fit because they're on bicycles. It's so beautiful, especially the women. Is it this way? And this is the oldest coffee shop in Ghent. It's not.
Wow, the smell is just amazing when you enter. And I remember this place, I think around 10 years ago. I came here with my dad. And I think we were actually sitting around here. I feel like there were tables around here. And we had I think I had a chocolate milk or something. I didn't drink coffee back then. But now I drink coffee, so it'll be really nice to try a good coffee from the oldest coffee place in Ghent.
What a beautiful place and so much character. I can't wait to have a coffee.
We're sitting with a really nice lady. She told us that we could join her, and she said like it's very normal here in this cafe. When people come for a coffee, people just sit on the same table, so they share a table, which is really nice, and it like forces for conversations. We've already had some really nice conversations and learned about some things here in the cafe. She actually said that these people sitting in the corner are meubilair. Meubilair? Meubilair. Het is haar meubilair, haar accent. Zij komen hier elke dag voor hun koffie te drinken, wat echt super is. En de kindjes zijn daar ook. Ja, tof hè? Het is gelijk een huisje.
I ordered a dirty chai and Silke went for a childhood favourite, hot chocolate. Like it.
Wow. It's so good, my god. I want to live in Belgium. I just want to come here every day and have my chocolate milk.
So Silke just spoke to the owner, right now, the owner?
Yes.
And this place opened in?
1937, so it's been a very long time here in Ghent. It started as a coffee roastery, and then a few years later they started as a coffee salon. The coffee shop. Where
Salon de café.
Salon du café, where people came to just have a coffee. So 1937 is way too long ago.
The prices are actually super reasonable. Now, this is coming from us who are used to like a budget in Asia where we survive on $10 a day together.
For sleeping, eating, everything.
Everything. Here, the dirty chai was like €4 and the chocolate milk was €3.50. So that's €7.50, which is almost our daily budget in Asia. But I said Silke the minute we got in here, it's so worth it because the atmosphere, the people you meet, and people just talking to you, and it's such a, I don't know, it just feels so homely and so welcoming, and I love it. And you know, it's reasonable prices and it's so good, it's so tasty. This is the slow life, love. Yeah. Santi to the slow life. Santi. Take a break.
Oh, I finished it, sorry. Sorry.
You notice how there's a little bit left in here? See this?
Look what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but that little bit left is for you.
No, that is for you.
What an amazing way to start our day. And when I think about Belgium, I think that's exactly what I think of. You know, cozy little cafes.
What you can see here is the schaapstal. It's translated as sheep stall, something like this. And they built it, I think, around 10 years ago. People were not happy because it looks so strange. You have this beautiful city and then like this wooden architecture thing that is there for like markets and these kind of things, or just a place to hide when it rains. As it's a weekend, the city is very vibrant and there are lots of markets happening. So just behind me you have the Rommelmarkt. It means like a second-hand market, and then there's some fruit and veg markets over there. And this has a lot of memories for me, as my family and I used to come here every weekend when we lived in Ghent. Let's see what they have. This market has a little bit of everything, especially old stuff.
Yeah, I find it actually more interesting because, you know, it's not people selling things that are kind of old, like CDs or VCRs and stuff. It's like really old, authentic, like vintage kind of stuff. It's nice. I'm a fan of that.
Guys, I don't want you to be hopeful because this is not a typical Ghent day. 90% of the time there's rain, so we are just very, very lucky with this beautiful sunshine. Patershol, and this is the oldest part of Ghent. So this is where everything started. It's a beautiful little circle full of houses, and from there they started building Ghent. And this used to be my house. It was so beautiful to live here and just right in the center. It's a beautiful place. I miss it. My house.
Strat. Subtract. Wasn't peeing yet.
This is the oldest candy shop in Ghent.
And behind me is Graffiti. It's the Castle of Ghent, and it's one of the biggest tourist attractions here. But because we're not tourists, we're not going to be doing that today.
Ghent feels like such a nice city, and it's not because I'm from Ghent. I honestly just think it's really the nicest city here in Belgium. And when we meet other travelers and I tell them I'm from Belgium, what do they say? Oh yeah, I've been to Bruges, I've been to Brussels, and they
Antwerp.
never come to Ghent. And I feel like Ghent is the most underrated city in Belgium.
For
It's
sure.
so beautiful.
I've visited all of the cities in Belgium as a tourist, and I must say Ghent is the one that I feel most at home in. Like, it just feels like the coziest little city.
And it's a very old city, but it's full of young people. There's a lot of art and
It's
dance.
a young city. That is a good thing. It is such a young city. Like, so many young people. I think, is it the university here?
Yeah, also.
Voilà. If you do want to take a romantic, scenic boat ride around Ghent, I think it costs around €10, so it's not bad value for, yeah, like maybe like an hour on the water. 40 minutes, it's not bad.
The Grasla is always a place where people come to just sit, chill, have time with friends, play some music, especially in summer. This is like the most vibrant place in Ghent. And a funny little fact, the church that you can see here, they started building it and then they realized that they didn't have enough money to finish off the roof, so it's just like a flat.
It's a church without a spire. It's not a church then, it's just a block of flats.
Just so I can tell you a little story. Behind me is the Abdij. This is where the pastors brew their own beer, and they even got buried here, but in a very special way. They got buried standing up, straight, with their faces just above the water. So if we could see through the wall, you would just see lots of pastors standing like this, with their face above the water. There's so many nice cafes and restaurants here in Ghent.
But one that stands out for us is Epiphany's Kitchen. This place is beautiful. Let's go. Guys, it is 5 o'clock, which means we spent 3 hours in Epiphany's
I have
Kitchen.
to say, we highly recommend it. Oh, and by the way, this is the smallest cafe in Ghent. It's Café Talgenhuisje. It's so tiny inside.
What was it called?
Talgenhuisje.
Talkenasje.
Very good.
Maybe we visit that next time.
Yeah.
By the way, behind me is a famous Ghent sweet called Neuzekes. We're going to try that at some point, but right now we are far too full after dinner. There's actually a very funny story behind these two guys who are selling Neuzekes.
One of them is the original, has been here for years. The other one is a new one, and they got a bit into a fight. And so the new one decided to throw the full thing with Neuzekes into the river.
From the other guy.
There was a whole court case and everything, and I think he had to stop it.
We don't know who the original is. Maybe we'll have to find that out before we try them ourselves, so we make sure to buy from the original. But
yeah.
Imagine you come back for your Neuzeke cart and then someone just throws it in the river.
All those Neuzekes in the river.
Oh, I'm sad. We now want to take you to Graffiti Street. I love the smell of spray paint.
It smells so nice. Look at the street, how cool is this? Since I'm young, like, this street has always been here, and people can just paint whatever they want. And there's good art. I think
there is some amazing art. He was doing YouTube back there. And then, yeah, there's just, I love to see like the breakdown of each different artist, you know, you can see the style just changes all the way along.
Yeah, and it's funny, some weeks you come here and the style is super beautiful, and then other weeks it's like awful. But now it's really good, now it's really nice.
I mean, it would be awful if we were to draw in.
Oh my god, we need to do that.
So many times today we have been almost hit by bicycles. I mean, I almost died a few times. There's a reason why they call Ghent the bike city. Bike city. Ding 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 ding. Bike city. Ding 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 ding. Bike city. Bikes are lethal.
They are. Anyway, guys, we had a little change of plans. We were planning to stay in Ghent for a little bit longer.
We were planning to stay the night, but Silke's family changed plans a little bit, so we're now going back home. But it has been a beautiful day and we've connected with so many wonderful people. And I think it says a lot about the people of Ghent. We just bumped into random people in the street and started talking to random people. And everyone's so sweet. People in Ghent are really happy.
They are, and so are we.
So what's happening?
Cannabis!